Hi students, previous lecture we have discussed the syllabus of blockchain. Today we start unit first, introduction to blockchain. In this unit, some contents, digital trust, assets, transactions, distributed ledger technology, types of networks, components of blockchain or DLT, ledger, blocks, blockchain, PKI, and cryptography, private keys, public keys, hashing, digital signature, consensus, Byzantine fault, proof of work, proof of stake, security, DDoS, cryptocurrency, and digital tokens. These are the some contents in this chapter. Firstly, we discuss what is blockchain. Mainly blockchain, why use blockchain or blockchain technology or blockchain? The blockchain technology was described in 1991 by the research scientist Stuart Haber, W. Scott Stormenta. They developed a system using the concept of cryptographically secured chain of blocks to store the time-stamped document so that they could not be backdated or tampered. In 2004, computer scientist and cryptographic activist Hal Finney introduced a system called Reusable Proof of Work (RPOW) as a prototype for digital cash. It was a significantly early step in the history of cryptocurrencies. The RPOW system worked by receiving a non-exchangeable hash code based proof of work token in return, created an RSA signed token that could be further transferred from person to person. Reusable, reusable proof of work solve the double spending problem by keeping the ownership of tokens registered on trusted server, and this server was designed to allow users throughout the world to verify its correctness and integrity in real time. In 2008, Satoshi Nakamoto conceptualized the theory of distributed blockchains. It utilizes a peer-to-peer network to time stamping and verifying each exchange, and it could be managed autonomously without requiring a central authority. These improvements were so beneficial that makes blockchains as the backbone of the cryptocurrencies. Today the design serves Today the design serves as the public ledger for all transactions in the cryptocurrency space. First, digital trust. Nowadays, most business are working digitally and consumers share more power and more personal information online with different business. Consumers are now placing more significance on the trust they have in a service and are looking for ways to ensure that they using the most reliable and secure sources. The digital trust definition is digital trust is a concept that refers to the level of confidence that customers, business partners, employees have in company or organization ability to maintain secure network system and infrastructures, especially with regard to their sensitive data. That is, your sensitive data cannot share to others. To trust secure network systems, infrastructures, most businesses are working digitally and consumers share more and more personal information online with different businesses. Consumers are now plus Consumers are now placing more significance on the trust they have in a service and are looking for ways to ensure that they're using the most reliable and secure sources. In the system, provide the companies safety, privacy, security, reliability, data ethics with their online programs or devices. When a person decides to use company's products, they are confirming their digital trust is in the business for security purposes. Nowadays, for example, nowadays we when we are doing an activity or transaction online, there is a compulsory section, privacy policy and privacy settings, which is nothing but the information about how the organization is providing digital trust. Assets. The second asset. Asset is anything of value or resources value that can be converted into cash. Individuals, companies, and governments own assets. Digital assets is anything that exists in binary data, which is self-contained, uniquely identifiable, and has a value or ability to use. For example, digital assets were items such as videos, images, audio, and documents. These are your digital assets. Transaction. A blockchain transaction can be defined as a small unit of task that is stored in public records. These records, also known as block, and these blocks are executed, implemented, and stored in a blockchain only after the validations is done by all persons involved in the blockchain network. Means records is called a blocks. These blocks executed, implemented, stored in a blockchain for validation to the all nodes involved in the networks. How blockchain transaction work? In the blockchain that have transaction requested, broadcast your transaction, validate that transaction. If the transaction is valid, then add to the blockchain. Some person requests a transaction. The transaction could be involved cryptocurrency contracts, cryptocurrency contracts, records, and other information is mentioned in the transaction. The requested transaction is broadcasted to a P2P network, person to person or peer to peer network with the help of nodes. The networks of nodes validate the transaction and the user's status with the help of the algorithm. Means in this validate transaction, some algorithms that are used. Once the transaction is completed, the new block is added to the existing blockchain. Means already one of the blockchain is here. One transaction is created, that means one block is created, and that block is added into your blockchain in such a way that is permanent and unalterable. Unalterable means if a block is added into this blockchain, that is a permanent block, and unalterable. After you cannot alterable means that is not changed that block. The next one, distributed ledger technology. Distributed ledger technology is a digital system for recording the transaction of assets in which the transaction and their details are recorded in multiple places at the same time. Previously you have seen how to transaction work. In distributed ledger technology is one same thing. Digital systems for recording the transaction of assets means it's record the transactions of assets in which the transactions and their details are recorded in multiple places at the same time. Means multiple places means you can share this ledger to the all nodes involved in the transactions or it involved in the blockchains. Blockchain bundles transactions into blocks that are chained together and then broadcast them to the nodes in the network. In the network, it's probably the best known type of distributed ledger technology. It powers Bitcoin, the digital currency created in 2009. In distributed ledger, each node processes and verifies every item, thereby generating records of each item and creating a consensus on each item's veracity. A distributed ledger can be used to record static data such as registry and dynamic data, that means transactions. Distributed ledgers are used for financial transactions because they reduce operational inefficiencies. This also provides security because of immutable nature of ledgers. Components of distributed ledger technology. The components: three basic components in distributed ledger technology: data model, language transaction, protocol. Data model that captures the current state of the ledger. Language of transaction that changes the ledger states. Protocol. Protocol used to build consensus among participants around which transaction will be accepted and in what order by the ledger. Here the diagram, the structure of distributed ledger and centralized ledger. This is a centralized ledger that the ledger is stored in this one of the here. In distributed, each node having one of the ledger, that is a distributed ledger. Here that is one of the ledger. These are the four nodes in each diagram. Here the clearing house, that is one of the bank type. You can go to the bank if your transaction is mentioned in this bank and then get your transaction is completed. But here there is, in distributed ledger there is no bank. It is a digital trust of each node. Means you have one of the transaction, then it sends to the all nodes. All nodes are accepted as transactions, and then the transaction is completed and the block is created and then block is added each node. How does distributed ledger technology work? Without a central administrator, there is no central administrator in this distributed ledger technology. Without a central administrator, distributed ledger technology relies on a consensus, general agreement mechanism to replicate information across each node in the network. Across each node in the network. Every node will have their very own ledger, but that ledger will resolve around a specific set of values called the DNA. According to the developers, this DNA ensures that any node on the network trying to add new information on the public ledger will get validated. DNA, that is distributed node acceptance or distributed network acceptance. A node will be send out information to other nodes to get them validated on the network. If other nodes on the network can verify his or her information with the DNA, and then they relay these messages to other nodes on the network. However, if someone tries to hack into the network, and would try to store false data in the network, then they will different DNA. So if someone wants to change or damage a transaction, it will hard code itself of the chain, and operate will now verify it with the DNA before accepting the information. And once they find dissimilarities, they will reject it and broadcast it across the network and warn others of all malicious nodes. Applications of DLT. Distributed ledger technology has a great potential to revolutionize the way government, institutions, and corporations work. It can help governments in a tax collection, issuance of passports, recording land registries, licenses, and the outlay of social security benefits as well as voting procedures. The technology is used in several industries including finance, music and entertainment, diamond and precious assets, artworks, supply chain supply chains of various commodities, online voting, insurance contracts, and many more things. Now the advantages of distributed ledger. It is secure because there is no third party intervention. Distributed ledger technologies have the potential to speed transactions because they remove the need of central authority and middleman. Distributed ledgers have the potential to reduce cost of transactions as the information is shared. Distributed ledger handles records in transparent way. Digital ledgers can be used in multiple areas, including government and business dealings, in addition to financial transactions. It is immutable once recorded, cannot be intervened. The data is distributed, so it is tamper proof, free from damage or unauthorized use. Disadvantages of distributed ledgers. The distributed ledger is spread along with the nodes, so making it vulnerable to attack. The transaction cost is high because of a larger network, and the transaction speed is low because of the operation of the large number of nodes. These are some disadvantages of distributed ledgers. Thank you.